Muslims, but humanity at large. Today we speak of equal gender, females, males. What did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam teach us? Let us go back in history. The Greeks, when it came to women, and I'm bringing this topic because this is a fitna in today's times, equal rights between men and women. If you look at the Greeks, they would refer to women as the daughters of Shaitan. And not only daughters of Shaitan, they referred to them as an embodiment of filth, impurity, and they would sell them like slaves. You go to Rome. The Romans at that time should treat women like animals, and they would kill them for the slightest of mistakes. You take the Arabs. In the time of ignorance, they would bury their daughters alive, and they would take their women and use them as guarantee and give them to others. You take the Hindus. When the husband dies, the woman alive has to be cremated with the husband. You take the Jews, and they still couldn't fathom and say whether a woman is a human being or not. And they would say that a woman, the Jews, that a woman is the transport or mode of transport for Shaitan. You take the Christians, and if you look at what the Christians, in 582, their priests and scholars get together, and they said, and they passed the fatwa that women do not have ruh, they do not have souls. But when it comes to Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he had given freedom to women. He was the one that gave status to a mother. He was the one that gave status to a daughter. He was the one that gave status to a sister. He was the one that gave status to a daughter. Look at the position and fadilat of women in Islam. Who? It was Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And this is what we're looking at. Humanity. He was the one that preached the greatness. Let us go to an incident. Ikrama, you take Amr ibn Hisham. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam made mention, he is the Fir'aun of my ummah. What was his reason? What was his purpose? Not only to destroy Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the Muslims, Islam at large. So many plans he made. He participated physically in battles to destroy the honor of Islam, Muslims, and even Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We know his status, and together his son Ikrama was part and parcel of this plan and mission of his father to try and assassinate Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In fact, he is the one that gave advice to counsel that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam should be assassinated. When Abu Jahl, why he was known, he kept his name Abu al-Hikam, to use or Hakam. We are not allowed. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, whoever calls him Abu al-Hakam should make istighfar. Abu al-Hakam means the father of intellect, the father of intelligence, the father of wisdom. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, no, you're not the father of wisdom, you're not the father of intellect, but you are Abu Jahl, you are the father of ignorance. When Abu Jahl was assassinated, when he was killed in the battle, and just after Fateh Makkah, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam heard that the son of Ikrama, that the son of Abu Jahl, Ikrama ibn Amr ibn Hisham, is coming to meet Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said to the companions present there that, listen here, I don't know why Ikrama is coming. Probably he's coming to me to accept Islam. Whether he accepts Islam or not, please, I urge you, in front of Ikrama, don't ever speak of his late father and address him Abu Jahl, because he's, after all, a son. It will hurt him and there'll be pain. Even if he accepts Islam, his brothers and sisters, by saying Abu Jahl, will hurt him, call him by his name, Amr ibn Hisham. This was the quality of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hence, we learn one thing. It has been proven from that time until now, and it will continue until the day of Qiyamah. Whoever honors Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah will honor them. And whoever disgraces Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah will disgrace them. Hence, we come to the conclusion and appeal to one and all, whether it's United Nations, whether it is governments, whether it is leaders in the political field, whether it is leaders in the religious field, that if a man like this showed honor to all of humanity, despite their color, creed, despite their faith and what religion they came from, it is our duty to show honor to him. So if there's any way where dishonor and disrespect will be shown to the greatest of creation, they should stand up and put an end to it. And we make dua that before this message goes across, we should make a firm intention before we speak, before we make any nare takbir or nare risalat, that we must try and inculcate the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and follow the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and emulate every footstep of his, insha'Allah. Ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
अब मैं दरख्वास्त करता हूँ वली कामिल वली इब्न वली हज़रत मौलाना मोहम्मद उमर मक्की दामद बरकातुहुल आलिया, जो शाहज़ादा हैं, मुर्शिद आलम जामे शरीयत व तरीक़त हज़रत मौलाना अब्दुल हफ़ीज़ मक्की रहमतुल्लाह अलैह के, उनकी खिदमत में दरख्वास्त है कि मेहमानान गिरामी की खिदमत में तरहीब पेश फरमाएँ।
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وأصحابه وأزواجه وأتباعه أجمعين. فكما نرحب من أعماق القلوب للضيوف الكرام العلماء الأفاضل وطلبة العلم، وخاصة قائد الأمة الإسلامية مولانا فضل الرحمن رئيس جمعية العلماء الإسلامية بباكستان، وبرفقته القارئ الشيخ محمود الشحات أنور حفظهم الله في هذا الحفل الكريم. ووجودهم نور قلوبنا وأصدر وشرح صدورنا، وجزاكم الله خيرا، ونقول أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا. لهذه التلبية كما يسرنا أن نفيد حضرتكم بأن هذه المنظمة منظمة رحمة للعالمين العالمية، ويرأسها الشيخ مولانا أسعد محمود المكي حفظه الله، هي منظمة تقوم بجهود نشر السيرة الإسلامية بجميع الوسائل الموجودة في العالم، وخاصة عند المجتمع الغربي، لإعزاز وإبراز سيرة الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم عالميا، حتى يقف كل من يتجرى وينوي إساءته لحده. ومن قام بهذه الجريمة السخيفة كان فرداً أو مجتمعاً باسم منظمة أو جمعيات أو ما يشابه ذلك، يؤخذ عليه بالإجراء حتى يرجعوا عن موقفهم ويكونوا مثالاً لغيرهم. فجزاكم الله خير الجزاء كل من جاء في هذه المناسبة وكان فريقاً لهذه السيرة، فجزاكم الله خير الجزاء وأكرمكم الله في الدارين، وبارك الله لكم ولنا في هذه الاجتماع.
अब मैं ऐसी अजीम शख्सियत को दावत सुखन पेश कर रहा हूँ जिससे आलम इस्लाम की उम्मीदें वाबस्ता हैं, और वो शख्सियत पाकिस्तान के वजूद और इस्लाम के मुहाफिज हैं। वो ज़ात जो हज़रत मुफ्ती महमूद रहमतुल्लाह अलैह की शबी है। मेरी मुराद कायद मिल्लत इस्लामिया, कायद जमीयत हज़रत मौलाना फजलुर रहमान साहिब दामत बरकातुहू